Diginews is back, and today I've got a huge episode, a bunch of brand new updates to the Digimon card game, and then maybe some drama as well. So let's get straight into the episode. I'm going to start by talking about something pretty easy, which is the brand new tournament pack coming out soon. So starting off with the tournament pack, a brand new one has just been released and it's going to come out essentially when Exceed Apocalypse BT15 comes out. So not that far away now, about a month away. Feels pretty weird, especially as the Digimon Con one, I feel like just came out a couple weeks ago. Bit weird, but hey, brand new tournament pack, and I'm just going to quickly go over the cards right now. So we have the Digimon, the Elecmon, the Rasenmon Fury mode, the Mamemon, Metal Etamon, and Pomumon. I have a lot of thoughts, and I'll probably make my own video about it regarding tournament packs in the future, but this set of cards I think is pretty meh. I mean, it's nothing really special. Brand new art, so I like it, except for the Digimon and Rasenmon, which are extended arts instead. I have a bit of a problem here because there's no consistency to the cards. Some are full art, some are not, so just feels weird for that reason. There's not really any competitively viable cards in this set, except for probably like the Pomumon, for example, if you're playing Bloom, for example. But yeah, not a great pack in my opinion. But what is great about this is the fact that we're also getting a 3rd anniversary update pack. This is a distribution that's happening alongside the tournament pack while stocks last, essentially, and this tournament pack essentially has some of the box toppers that are in BT15. We already knew about this ahead of time a little bit, but now we've got a good understanding of the cards that are coming in. Yeah, these are all the ones that were part of one of the 2 packs we got access to in EX5. Unfortunately, there is no reprint or tournament pack for the other promos, so stuff like the Seedramon, the Etamon, the Zubamon. Those cards unfortunately are not getting reprinted, but stuff like the Saberdramon, Draco, Baste, Destro, Pause Plug-in P, and then Prism Garret are getting reprints, and you can get them through tournaments. So it does help, gives you more ways to get these cards instead of buying them on secondary markets or buying booster boxes just to try and get a chance at one of these cards, essentially. Glad that they're trying to fix the situation. I think we still need to make the situation a lot more better in the future though. Not everyone is going to be able to attend a tournament, so yeah, I don't know, but we've got to fix that situation somehow. We've also obviously got the Winners Pack, and the Winners Pack has some interesting cards. Has the Cutemon, the Leomon, the Shoutmon, and the Bowmon. Bowmon might be interesting if you want to play Beelsmon. It's a rarity upgrade, I'm pretty sure. Shoutmon is very nice because I feel like Cross Heart deck doesn't really have much alt arts at the rookie level. Leomon X Antibody, whatever. I think it's being used in EX5 Leomon decks, but I'm not 100% sure. And then Cutemon is the one that stops you from Digivolves, of course, so that will be played in Yellow Vaccine until pretty much BT15, so it'll be outdated by then. But yeah, that is pretty nice. The Winner Pack, definitely better, but still kind of meh. Not really meta-relevant cards, nothing that you'd see stuff like in Fenry Lugamon or Brigademon, for example. And there is obviously a Judge Pack coming out alongside this set, but unfortunately, we don't have any information about that. So yeah, nothing really to say about that. Anyways, just some quick thoughts on the tournament pack and the Winners Pack. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of seeing these cards. I mean, a lot of these cards that are in these packs are not meta relevant. The idea of a tournament pack to me is that it's supposed to have tournament cards, and I'm gonna make a video about it probably sometime in the future talking about my issues with tournament packs. But what's the point of having a tournament pack if you're not going to have any tournament cards? No one's using Digimon, Elecmon, Rasenmon Fury mode. These cards are just not being used in the meta, so I feel like you could do a better job in picking the alternate art variant cards, essentially. So just some quick thoughts on the tournament pack, but let's talk about another tournament kind of. It is the pre-release event. All right, so pre-releases, pretty much the same thing happening here, nothing special unfortunately, but there is some interesting things you can get at when you register. We've got the same thing, you know, buy a booster box, get an additional pre-release pack, whip-de-doo, such a cool time, we love that. The reason why I'm actually mentioning this is because the promo card that you actually get is a card we don't actually have access to. It is the Ritsu Kodo. This is from Digimon Dreamers comic that you guys pointed out in my latest video, so thank you for that. But yeah, essentially this tamer has been out for a while, I believe, in Japan, and this is the only time we're going to be able to access it, I assume. So get your copies of Ritsu Kodo if you like Pulsemon and you like bad variants of Pulsemon, I guess. But the winners pack is the Shoutmon. It's the same art as in the tournament pack. Now it has the ugly arrow design behind it. Yay! I don't know what else you could really add to the pre-release events. I wish they did something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you get like a mat, for example, or something like an accessory like build centers they do sometimes. So I wish that they did that, but yeah, just the same old here. The promo is quite nice, but yeah, nothing really special going on with the tournament pack. But let's talk about something a little bit more juicier. It is going to be the ban list. I don't know why there's a ban list, but there is. I don't know why, but I think this is something that they were doing in Japan because of the latest. Essentially, there was like an infinite loop that was going on with this card, Seiyo and Co, with cards alongside Zubamon, Keenan, and Matashida. Essentially, you're able to do a infinite combo at the start of your opponent's turn, I believe. That is not good because we don't want to explain to people at tournaments and usually judges to be like, how does this infinite loop work? So I'm going to read over explanation because I always do that when it comes to the ban list. So let's talk about this explanation. So it has been discovered that by combining the start of opponent's turn effect of EX5, Seiyo and Co and the on-play effect of Zubamon, it is repeatedly possible to gain memory and immediately end the opponent's turn. This can be set up quickly, and once set up, it is difficult to interfere with and the game will end with the opponent unable to participate at all. The intended experience is based on turns going back and forth and both players getting to play cards. Wow. So we've decided that this is not healthy for the game due to how fast and consistent this combination of card can be used. In addition, we've identified that the game combination also works with Keenan Cry and Matashida. For the above reasons, we have decided to ban these three cards alongside decks that use Seiyo and Co. So it's a different type of ban. They're not banning the Zubamon, the Keenan, or the Mat. They're just banning the combination of the cards, and I think that's good, but I also think that's a bit of a slippery slope. There's going to be times where like you're going to find like a combination of cards and you're going to be like, oh, that's not meant to work together. But like, is that supposed to be intentional? Is it not supposed to be intentional? It becomes a very slippery slope from that point onwards. But I 100% agree. I think this combination of cards needs to be banned or, you know, limited or something, because the consistency is too good, as people have already said. And if you've already seen testing footage of it, it is insane. But yeah, if your opponent doesn't get a turn, yeah, it's not healthy. So I'm glad that they're actually fixing this situation retroactively with a different version of the ban list. Let me know what you think about this additional slot to the ban list for cards that have like unintentional synergy with each other. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. The last thing I want to talk about today is something that drama, I don't know if you can class it as drama, but it is in regards to the latest announcement of the, Bandai's card game event thing that they're doing, which is a global event, but it's only one in the West. Thank you, Bandai, for that. What happened a couple days ago, I believe now, was that it was confirmed none of the event was being streamed. You know, that's a bit of a red flag in my opinion. This event is essentially called the Bandai Card Game Fest, and if you're not streaming that event, then I feel like that's just a really big missed opportunity. It's just essentially this whole convention is just a massive advertisement to other people to be like, hey, come and play the game. Similar in vein to stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! YCSs, Pokemon Regionals, and other card games and their tournament structures. A need for live streaming because people like to, you know, watch the event, get people involved in the event. Yeah, for some reason they decided against it for this event, or at least they did at this point. So that was very frustrating, but it recently came out that just a couple of moments ago that it is going to be streamed. However, not fully. Stream that they've put up together now is only going to be for the grand finals. So I want to talk a little bit about the effects that this have, because severely disappointed, if I'm being perfectly honest, because it's just so disappointing that something that is supposed to be like a celebration of the games, celebration of not just Digimon, but One Piece, Dragon Ball, Union Arena, you know, all of those card games that people, you know, they have fan bases for, they just thought that we're not going to stream it. What are they doing? Like, it's It's the most easiest way to advertise your games because you're the one in control of the event, you're the one in charge of everything, and all you need to do is just get a setup for all your games, set up a Twitch channel or YouTube channel, whatever you want to do, and then just play the games out. Obviously, there's other things that they could potentially add, like assets, you know, in between content between games. There's a lot of other things, sure, but the fact that they've only gone and done the grand finals to me is a huge red flag. Why should anyone care about these games competitively when the only thing you want to show off is the grand finals? The best part about some of the tournaments that Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon do are the pool play, the Swiss rounds essentially, because they're fun to watch. They showcase decks that you wouldn't normally see on the main stage, and that is good advertisement for your game, but also, you know, it just makes it seem like your game's more diverse in that regard. The decision to only stream the finals, I think is going to be a boring finals. I think it is going to be a terrible watch. I'm glad that they've actually decided to, you know, listen to the community on this because there was a huge outcry for this online. I'm glad they decided to listen, but I don't think they listened enough. Look, the event's happening in what, about 2 weeks time now. I think if there's ever going to be a card games fest in the future, it needs to be streamed. It puts you to shame when third-party organizers are streaming the event, but the official Bandai event isn't doing it. I remember stuff like, I think it's OPE did it in the Netherlands, for example. I think Latin America is also doing a live stream. And you're telling me that the official Bandai account can't stream the event? It's just a joke, and it's very, very frustrating because this is going to be arguably the biggest event, not for Digimon, but also for One Piece, for Dragon Ball. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this was very frustrating to see, but at least they're streaming the finals, I guess. And we can only hope that they stream other parts in the future. That is just my thoughts on the streaming situation regarding the Bandai Card Games Fest happening in Los Angeles. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments section down below. Anyways, that has been this episode of Diginews. I know it got a little bit heated at the end because of me ranting about the World Championship Finals, but I think, you know, we've got to see some change here. We have to see some change in the future. But what do you like the brand new pre-release promos, maybe the new tournament promo you're looking out for? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. This cat will say goodbye, and I'll see you all in the next video.